Hey, you guys. Welcome all of my divine loves and my divine lovettes. I love you guys from the door to the floor. You hear me? You guys, this is a part of the download about the planet with the ETs. They just told me just now, and I didn't even look at the time. I'm guilty, but it's 9:53 in the a.m. now because you guys know it's been since 2 in the morning, and so. Yeah, so, and interesting, that's confirmation, I guess, if you guys hear the noise. But nevertheless, they were showing me, like, to the left here, you guys see the cornucopia? They were showing me that this was actually a 911 message. You see that 911 right there? Those are the two that came out. And as the two came out, the higher realms was telling me about, like, this is what Earth used to be. You know what I'm saying? With all the beauty and its glory. Look at that. You could see this being like a peaceful place. And remember, I said, move. Did it move? And it was like, yeah, it's moving back to the groove. All right, it's moving back to where it's supposed to be in the first place. It's so interesting. But nevertheless, this is beautiful, you know? And a lot of people cannot come. You see how Texas is burning? And my heart goes out to anyone who, are definitely, experiencing that pain. That's a serious pain. But nevertheless, it's telling me right now, like it's giving me these downloads, 911 downloads, that yes, it's moving back to its beautiful state here, to the 11. You remember I told you guys that 11 is ascended master's number? 11 means you're from a higher realm. You're only here in physical form to conclude your spiritual mission. And this is a beautiful state to be in. So what they were saying was, I heard about that fault line, and I actually seen it in the sky. I actually seen this. I'm telling you guys, it was one day I took a picture of it. If I could find it, I will let you guys see it, because you guys know I do that a lot. Because I get those messages that say, look up, look here, look there, go here. If it anywho, and you guys know, because I share it with you guys, but the fault line looked like that. It was in the sky, and I was like, okay, well, what are you telling me? What are you telling me? And then I have to wait to the rest, you know what I mean? But nevertheless, this is that fault line here that was talked about. And you see that's number 9. That's being spiritually awakened and spiritually aligned. 9, 10, and 11. And that still equals 11 either way, right? 9 and 2. And guess what? It was given to me today on the 29th, this message, right? But before I dig into that, you remember when I told you guys in the previous video? That's why sometimes I don't like giving downloads, but I don't like keeping it either. I try to, but it comes the way it comes. So the bottom line is this, you guys. What I'm seeing here is this is the fault line, okay? Spiritually awakened and spiritually aligned is that number 9. And then we come down here. This is more like the 3D realm, okay? The 3D realm that's full of this 2 and this 5 and all of this deception here. Yeah, you see the deception? Wow. Yeah, so there's a lot of deceivement here in the 3D realm, which is down here, right? So it put it as so, and it's amazing how it did. But anyway, so it started out here showing me the deceit from the 3D. And the 2, when I don't know if you guys, well, I want to tell you guys, when you see that number 2, just remember the 2 coming from the higher realms. We have 2 of everything on our body. So that 2 is very significant to the higher realms, to God consciousness, to the higher realms, right? So it's like when you hear about that 2, all right, just know that the higher realms is communicating with you. All right, if it's a part of a number, sign, or synchronicity, it's communicating with you, telling you whatever you're praying for is already on the way. You just need more faith. And that number 5 is positive change on every dimensional level, is what the higher realms is telling you. You're about to get some, change, some positive change from every dimensional level. When you add the 2 together, Before you even add the 2 together, we're going to stop to the left. We're going to take 2 away from that 5. So when you have that 3 there, you have the Trinity. Remember, the mind, body, and spirit. So that's all about the mind, body, and spirit. So they were deceiving people's mind, body, and spirit. And you guys were praying for positive change through and through, right? You guys, so in other words, when you see that 3, it was all about manifesting. So you guys were manifesting and praying for this positive change on every dimensional level. And the 2 plus that 5, now we're going to take it to the right. All right, that 2 plus that 5 equals that 7. So when you guys already know it's 7 layers in heaven, okay? 13 gods, 7 layers of heaven. So that 7 is predominant. And you guys know about the Sabbath day, whatever day, they call it, but usually people relate to it as the 7. So nevertheless, that 7 is a very spiritual number. It is 2 is also a multi-dimensional spiritual number. So when you hear the higher realm speak to you through that number 7, it's telling you guys that you will overcome these obstacles and realize success. So a lot of you guys were deceived here in the 3D realm, but you kept praying, you kept believing, you kept manifesting, you kept, praying and manifesting for positive change and believing that things would change. Okay, and when that 7 speaks again, it wants to let you know that the angels are happy with the choices you've made in your physical form along your spiritual journey. Okay, so that 7 was to tell the 144 crew that you guys know exactly what to do because it's in your DNA. So now, also what I see here is this healing. This is about, and what it told me is, to the left was the deceit. That was through the 3D realm, the deceit. And the 4D is right here. Okay, so they were showing it to me in that manner. They were saying, well, this is the 4D where you guys were manifesting. You see that 3 where you were manifesting. You see that number 8? Number 8 represents that circle at the top. It represents the spiritual realm. That circle at the bottom represents the physical realm. You guys were manifesting abundance. And that whole 8, you guys know it's an infinity number. It's a number that goes infinity. However, it represents the higher realm and the lower realm. And you guys were manifesting abundance spiritually and physically. Okay? That's what that talks about here. And guess what that equals? Number 11. This is the 4th dimension. So you guys were manifesting abundance into as you were moving to the 4th dimension. A lot of you guys noticed the shift. Some of you guys noticed the shift, right? We're going to take that 8 away from that. That 3 away from that 8 before we get in. And I apologize because I went right to left. Well, let's go left or right for now. We're going to take that 3 away from that 8, and you still have that positive change on every dimensional level. All right. If you add these 2 here, these 2 5s, because that would be 5 if you take that 3 away from that 8, and then you'll have 2 5, which is that 10, which is that physical ending. People were praying for that physical ending. That's how you know that was happening. These number signs and synchronicities. So what I also see here, you guys, is like I said, this is number 11, okay? Again, reminding you guys, you're from a higher realm. You're only here in physical form to conclude your spiritual mission. Yes, you have a spiritual mission. Yes, you guys had to heal in the 4D to manifest this abundantly. Okay, and that's beautiful. So now we move over here, and they was like, yeah, you see that 5? That's 5D healing. 5D healing. Oh my goodness, that's all about that 5D healing, new beginning. You see that 1? Yeah. And when you see that 5 plus the 1, that equals the beautiful number 6, which represents perfect. Basically, 6 is considered like a perfect number. However, it represents, perseverance, and it tells you guys you will persevere as long as you don't be as long as you don't get distracted, right? So yeah, you guys, this is beautiful. This is 5D energy. You guys in 5D energy healing, brand new 5D energy. wow, being able to heal, Yeah, so that's what it comes about for healing for this earth. Because they showed me this. They said, this is earth right now. Okay? This is earth with that fault line in between. The heart is broken. I think you guys heard me. It came from this, all right? Hit this, all right? And went to this and had to come here to this, to get here, all right? And this is where we are now before we can even, you know what I mean, get like here, like in peace, right? So it's like, this is where we are. Today is the 29th, and that's what it told me. It was like, see, okay, all right, okay. So today is the 29th. Again, a lot of prayers, a lot of people being spiritually awakened and spiritually aligned. So you take this 2 away from the 9 and you still have that what? That 7. Yeah, you still have that 7. Okay? So it was a lot of internal fears, because it was 2 7s about here. It was a lot of internal fears. But guess what? 7 plus 7 equals 14. So that tells you guys that I'm speaking to the 144 crew, bottom line, right? All right, so you guys were praying, to be spiritually awakened and spiritually aligned. A lot of you guys were doing real work, and that's the 144 crew. You guys were really doing your work, thinking outside the box, I see you guys. And 9 plus 2 is what? 11. This is a portal that is open for you guys, okay? For the 144 crew. I can't make it up. But that is like triple 11 here. Well, I think you had triple 11 somewhere. I'm hearing. Okay. All right, you guys. Yeah. Okay, so so there what it was. It was triple 11 here. Sorry about that. My ears were ringing. My ears were ringing. So that means it's all right. When the right side, that means no matter what, everything is all right, is what it was telling me. The right side means everything is all right. And it was telling me also that when my left side ring, to remember that it just means get more information about what's being told or about what you're concerned with at that time. Just seek more information. And that right was blasting just now, and it was telling me everything is all right. So you guys, this is the state we're in right now, with all those fires and the wars and stuff that's happening right now. People praying to be spiritually awakened and spiritually aligned. And ascended masters are, telling you that, remember, you're from a higher realm. You're only here in physical form to conclude your spiritual mission. Don't lose focus. You see, because when it's telling you that, it means this right here, the 5. Don't be distracted. The 5 and the 1 is at number 6. Yes, for my 144 crew, expect nothing less than the best from this, what you guys are doing. Everything will pan out. It will definitely, pan out in the higher realm's favor, okay? Because you guys are on the same side, okay? I love you guys. This is where we must part ways. If life lasts and death pass, you will see or hear me again. Until then, parlay and peace be within. 1.